associated with the Art of War Battle
yeah.
League. Now, were you a battle rapper? Did you start out battle rapping? And
I was never a battle rapper.
Okay.
I am not a battle rapper at all, but I like the culture. I got brought into it by the homies J Kid and Lace.
Right. Shout out to them brothers. I got to hit J Kid back. He wanted to do some promo.
Yeah, man. Big Bro came to me, when he got into it. And, he was like, I want you to help me promote. You're somebody that I rock with, and I want you to, join the journey with me and, help us promote, help us run it. So, I'm like, okay, I'm down. I'm always down for the family, everybody that supports me. If I can do anything, I'm there, I'm going to do it. So,
right.
That's how that happened.
All right. So, man, how long you been doing it as a whole? How long you been doing your music?
As a whole, since I want to say I've been writing since I was 16, but I didn't really even think to get serious with it until I was about 19.
Right.
About 19, 20. But then I would say I've been really serious with it, like trying to actually pursue a career and, do big things with it this year. On September 11th of this year, will actually be my 5th year. Seriously.
Okay.
But overall, I would probably say maybe about 19 years.
Now, who are some of your influences? Like, is there any single one person or a single moment in hip hop or rap that made you know that this is what you want to do?
As far as the moment, I mean, not. You know what happened? How I got into music originally is that I was around cats that did music.
Right.
Coming up. One of my grandfathers was a drummer. He did music, and still does just a little bit to this day. And he kind of, gave me some knowledge on the game or whatever.
Right.
But I've, all of my boys and everybody that I, ended up associating myself with was involved with music somehow, some way. Whether they was just doing it for fun and just out here, just doing something because just to do it, or whether they were actually trying to chase a career.
Right.
So it kind of just naturally grew on me. When you're around something for so long, you seem to adapt to it. And that's pretty much how that goes. As far as some of my influence is in the majors, when I very first got into it, I was listening to a lot of Lupe and Jay-Z, Jeezy, T.I., some of the older cats, and then some more got more into Lupe, more into T.I., and J. Cole and Wale, and I just listen.
Right.
I just listen, and I don't have. I mean, if you ask me who my favorite artist is, that's T.I., and that's
that's surprising.
I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my number one favorite artist. And that's kind of actually who I build my persona around.
Right.
That was my idol. So I'm like, I kind of jumped out there, did what he did. He started calling himself King of the South. So, people was telling me, well, you a little too quiet, you're a little too humble. All right, well, fuck it, I'm the Prince of Milwaukee then.
Right.
Right. And that, it is what it is. And whoever don't like it, they can kiss me. They can kiss my ass.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah, that was a lot. I like to listen to a lot of the lyrical cats. I would say majority, like a lot of East Coast, a lot of 50, then we go down south to, Jeezy and, Tip, but I just listen. And,
right.
I just, when I think of music to write, it just comes out, and that's how it happens.
All right. So, like, as far as the music that you do, you base it mainly on your experiences, and do you use, I know some people, and I tend to do that. I use, like, if one of my homeboys was in a situation, I might write about it or something. Right. So what do you get to?
When I first started off, I was rolling with my homie Sparks. Shout out, Sparks, the original creator of Art of War and Avenue Tunes. And he's the one that kind of brought me into it.
Right.
And when I was rolling with them, these bunch of young punks running the streets, not causing too much trouble, but doing what we do. And he was we was basically around like a lot of East Coast type of, it was kind of like an East Coast type of feel, and we called ourselves the Stick Up Kids,
right?
And we kind of did music like that, or majority of it was just bars,
right?
But once I got on my own, and I kind of developed my own style, and I figured I found something that I thought fit me better, because it came to a point where I didn't want to be one of those artists that didn't rap about something that I didn't actually do or represent.
Right.
What I'm saying? And I wasn't ripping and running the streets no more. I wasn't all up in the club. I wasn't, selling drugs, none of that. I wasn't doing all the stuff that I used to do, running around and, being all young and dumb. And I'm like, I want to do something different, and it may not stand out right away. People may not like it or catch on to it right away, but, if I do it long enough and be persistent with it and be myself, I feel that I'll be appreciated a lot better. So a lot of my music now, like if you listen to the songs like Get Up and Get It and Stand and Deliver Remix and all of that, I'm a person that I like to motivate people. I like to see people around me doing good.
Right.
And, I found a way where I can still rap and kind of talk shit, but still motivate people at the same time. And, once I kind of moved and grew into that, then people started, once I solidified that.
Right.
And people was like, okay, they kind of knew what to expect from me. That's when they started, listening and taking me seriously. So I figured, I'm going to, of course, go with what works. So,
right.
I just wanted to, I could, if I wanted to, I could, go on a track and, bite a couple heads off, do some bars and whatever. But, I figure I want majority of my music, I want any and everybody to be able to listen to it. I want any and everybody to be able to buy it and feel good about it. Whether it's, my generation, maybe the younger generation, maybe, generations above me.
Right.
In which, I've had people, older than me, I just turned 27 this year, but I've had people 50, 60 years old that hear Get Up and Get It and they bought it.
Right.
And they play it. They tell me all the time that they play it, and I just stumble upon them and I hear them play it. So, that makes me feel good, lets me know that I'm kind of moving in the right direction. And I do plan, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm not gonna get too many details on when and where and how,
right.
But just know, there's some new stuff coming, and it is what it is.
You know what? It's funny that you should say that about those people that was 50 and 60 that bought that record. Because first, I feel like it's inspirational for them. Right. You know what I'm saying? To get up every morning anyway. You know what I'm saying? And
I kind of know where you're going with that.
No, man, that was... Hey, don't pay me no money. Anyway,
I knew where you were going with that.
It's a nursing home over here. I thought I heard your record coming out that nursing home.
It's possible you might have.
I was like, am I crazy? I said, nah, maybe somebody was driving past.
You know what? But like I said, we all know I work whatever, and I used to work at Mayfair Mall last summer in Milwaukee. Those who know, those are us who are from Milwaukee.
Right.
And I've really had people of all ages, whether they were my age or, in their teens or, even a little older than me. They just point me out. And, hey, you did that song, Get Up and Get It. You're Jay Prince. Like, yeah, that's me.
Right,
and,
right.
And it's like, hey, man, shake my hand and everything. Show me that they bought the record, played the record in my face and all that. I'm like, I appreciate that. Thank you. So,
right.
That's how I'm able to solidify that, I'm doing something right. And, I think I'm going to keep going on that path. And, hopefully they keep buying down the line.
All right, that's what's up. So we go get into the record that y'all been hearing about, to Get Up and Get It.
Get up and get it.
Yeah. Then we gonna come back and talk some more to Jay Prince. Hey, you want to bring this record in?
Yeah, man. You already know what it is, man. Jay Prince, the Prince of Milwaukee, aka Mr. Get Up and Get It. You're about to get tuned into my single, Get Up and Get It. Now available on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, you name it, it's there. Go get it. Chip.
Yeah. Then though you tuned in Tuesday night heat on the Gotti Show.